My name is Laura, and I'm a librarian at Jerome Library at BGSU. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the COMM 1020 research guide. So the library creates research guides, either usually about a subject or a particular course, and these guides contain resources for that particular subject or course. So it could be library resources like things in databases or books, but they also contain web sources, so credible websites and other links that librarians would like to recommend for that particular subject. So today I'm going to talk about this public speaking COMM 1020 guide. So the first page here is going to contain all of the resources, both library resources and web resources, that are going to be the best for you to find resources for your speech. So the first box that we have here is Summon, which is one of the library search engines that we have. It searches about 80% of all the library content, and that includes both online content as well as physical items like books and DVDs and CDs. So that's always a good place to start, is Summon. And we also have a short video here about how to use Summon effectively, and that will probably be helpful to you as well. So as we scroll down a little bit further, we have some other library databases that could be helpful for your assignment that we have selected. And then this box on the right, the data and statistics box, I would especially like to highlight. So one of the things that could be really helpful in your speeches are statistics and data. One of the best places to find data is government websites. So I have a full list here, well, not a full list, but a long list of government websites that contain statistics. So we have topics ranging from labor, transportation, the census, the Environmental Protection Agency, prisons, education, all kinds of different links to statistics. Now, if you don't see a website or a link here that is related to your topic, you can always feel free to talk to a librarian and ask what the best place is to find stats for your topic. But I also have a quick Google tip here that you can actually find some government statistics about a particular topic. So as we scroll down, we have some more specialized library databases. So the library has hundreds of different databases that contain resources that you can access. And we have that many because lots of them are specialized. And that means that they either have a particular type of information, so they could have just academic journal articles or newspapers, or they could be about a particular subject. So you'll notice here in these first two links, this Business Source Complete, Education Research Complete. So these two databases are going to focus on business sources and then education sources. So those are just a few of the specialized databases that we have. And we also have a link to the full listing of databases in this box as well. So we do have a few resources for visual aids for your speeches. This first database here, Statista, works well with market and opinion research. So that could be things about business and industry, or things like opinion polling. So like, do you like Pepsi or Coke, right? Those kinds of things. So it won't work for every topic, but it's a good first starting place to try and find a visual aid. They have some really cool graphs and charts that you can download as a PowerPoint slide or as an image file into your presentation. And then we have a couple of other visual aid databases that could be helpful as well. So that is the resources portion of this guide. The rest of this guide has other information that can also be helpful. We have a section on determining credibility of a source. Also some resources on speeches and speech collections, using visual aids during a speech. And then these last tabs actually link out to other library resources. So we have a link to the APA guide, and then also to the MLA guide. Right, so those are going to be some citation resources for you. So when you're finding sources for your speeches, this COMM 1020 research guide should be your first stop. And of course, if you don't find what you need here, please feel free to ask a librarian for more help.